What up, everybody? Welcome back to 100K where YouTubers are out. I'm Jared.
And I'm Mike.
Digimon Adventure 15. We're here to review it. That's all I got. So before we begin, be sure to give this video a like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, be notified when post videos, and a live poll all of our social media and Twitch.
Basically, love us.
Got it? Good. We're doing this for 3 years. All right. So we start the episode. Tai and Izzy and Mimi are off, still heading to where they have their side of the island. Basically, I'm gonna just get the Tai, Mimi, Izzy stuff out of the way right now. Yeah, they're doing their thing. They end up on some like desert or some shit. Mimi found Kiwimon, and hilarity ensued for that. And then they stumble upon a cave. Going into the cave, going, and then I'll save that last part for the end of the review. So, but yes, so our Tai, Mimi, and Koshiro are doing their thing, trying to get to their side to meet with Yamato, Sora, and Joe. But this is basically a Joe-centric episode, hence you see Zudomon. Birdramon gets tired from flying so much, so they try to take a break on like the snowy hilltop, and it's like not far from where they have to meet with Tai and the others as well on their half. Then they come up with Joe feels the type of way because only Yamato and Sora are coming up with plans, being strategic, and how they're gonna make their next move. Joe's he's like, yo, I'm the eldest, I should be the leader and all that shit. So he feels the type of way that he feels like he's not contributing enough. And then they come up with a plan. Digimon's gonna rest. And then while she's resting, Yamato and Gabumon come up with a plan to use Garurumon to get through the rest of the whole snowy trail or whatever the fuck. And then Ikakumon, or not Ikakumon, either Gomamon, whether they can use them as Gomamon or Ikakumon, they're gonna go across the river to the other side to continue on their journey. They came up with a plan, but plans got kind of delayed because they got attacked by Frigimon. Well, I call them Frigimon because that's what we were introduced in America. That's like one of the few times I'm not gonna try and use their Japanese name. So they got attacked by Frigimon and Mammothmon. Again, it's like Mammon or something like that. But these are one of the rare times I'm going to just use the Americanized names.
Mm-hmm.
So that went to shit. Then Frigimon tried to freeze Biyomon because Biyomon's trying to protect Sora, but Sora ended up taking the hit from Frigimon and frozen. But Gabumon slashes the ice, but since this is not normal ice, this is Digimon. So obviously their ice is different than human ice. So it's even though the ice is destroyed off Sora, she still feels the effects and it's spreading. So if it doesn't work, if they don't act soon, she's gonna be frozen completely. So they try to get away from, but Sora can't really thaw out without having to get away from Mammothmon and Frigimon Frigimon. So Garurumon jumps in, gets them out of there. Matt comes up with the plan of Joe having to distract the Mammothmon and Frigimon while Matt protects Sora, tries to help her thaw out and shit. Before I continue, since you weren't here last week, did you notice anything different about the opening theme? You didn't notice the sounds and stuff how I mentioned last week the opening changed how in iCarly the opening changed where you see different sounds and effects and whatnot. That's what Digimon Adventure now is doing with the opening, where you'll hear the Digivice, you'll hear the egg opening, you'll hear Tai falling, you'll hear all these things and effects and whatnot. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so Joe goes off to distract the Mammothmon and Frigimon. He's still a little like shaken about it because like this isn't his. He's not cut out for this. He knows this, and yeah, no, he's having some trouble gaining that confidence to because he feels like he's not really giving much. Like all he's been doing is just complaining about being airsick and whatnot the entire time. So Gomamon digivolves into Kakumon to fend off the Frigimon and Mammothmon while Yamato takes Sora so she can get thawed off. And for the most part, it was working, but obviously didn't work all that well. It took Joe 2 times to really realize he has to protect Sora because she's basically immobilized at the point. And it's like he doesn't want to, he wants to step up. He wants to feel like he can contribute and do his part. So he comes up with a good idea to take out Mammothmon, but obviously didn't go so well. So they had to go across the river. Like they went across the river. Yamato and Sora were already across the river, and they had a little campfire to help thaw off Sora. So it was Joe's turn to cross the water, and like on his way, Mammothmon and the Frigimon catch up, build a fucking bridge. I'm like, oh, I guess the Thorisms do exist for this episode because like I was like, oh, that looks like a Bifrost. Haha, get it, Bifrost. It's snow and the Bifrost is a bridge. So yes, Thor references. And so Joe still doing the best he can with the Kakumon, but it just wasn't enough. And then, yeah, he grew up. Joe grew a pair. He's like, look, I'm gonna protect. Like Yamato was seconds away from heading off to help Joe. He's like, nah, you have to stay with Sora. If she's left alone, it's over. So he grows a pair, and Kakumon digivolves into Zudomon, and
I like, to be honest, with this Digivolution, I like the animation. I do.
It's well, I guess it's more Sakuga, if anything, and it's still it's like the best Ultimate Digivolution out of. That's not the main two.
Yeah.
And yeah, Zudomon came in, laid the thunder, and won the day. So what was I gonna say? So yeah, that's basically it. Then Sora was healed up. Biyomon got her energy back, so able to transform back into Bergermon and finished flying so they can get to their destination.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for them until whenever we focus back on them again. But next week we gotta get a little peek of what happened next week because at the end of the episode, with Ty's group, they were in the cave after the little ordeal with Kiwimon and whatnot, and they exit the cave, and they end up in something that looks like Tokyo. Because actually, I forgot to mention this part. After Zudomon had won, we get a little view of what's going back over in Tokyo. With like basically they're using their emergency power, and like you see all these kids playing on the train tracks using all these stupid hash. Basically, what we would do, like hashtag train track chaos or whatever the hell. I'm like, oh dear God, this is a mirror into what we do here. It, like literally do. Like I was like I took a second. I was like, nah. You got these kids taking pictures on train tracks, like one sleeping on the fucking tracks and shit. Like train transit crisis or some shit like that. Transit crisis. They literally meant hashtag transit crisis, and they just taking pictures playing on the fucking tracks and shit.
Wow.
I'm like, why? That I can't. I I can't even fault the writers on this because there's some shit that people would literally do nowadays. So it's like you didn't have to cut that deep. Like the fuck?
But yes, they did.
Oh, whatever. So yeah, back to Ty and them. They end up and they exit the cave, and when they exit, they're in Tokyo. Even I was like, nah, there's something up with that because that's too soon to have them all in the real world like that. And that's when they have to get TK and Kari.
So I'm guessing that's what
No,
they have. You never know.
they previewed the next episode. They're not in Tokyo. It's some shadowy Digimon that they have to fight next week. So my guess is it's like a simulation of the real world that they're having to fight this shadowy Digimon. And now with all three, like everybody in the main group outside of TK and Kari have all their ultimate evolutions. So yeah, like basically TK has some catching up to do.
So does Kari.
Well, she's good based off like all she needs is just one evolution.
Oh yeah, because Gatomon's a champion, and all she needs to do is Digivolve to
keep up with the others. TK needs to get from Patamon to Angemon. Angemon's like probably he's a powerful enough form that's like, all right, he Digivolve, he's going back. He resorts back to a fucking egg, and he has to get Magna Angemon. So like he has a ways to go. But if you got like. But yeah, that's that. But like, I think TK is really gonna show up soon, like soon, because he's already in the second ending. The second ending that I made note of last week. I like the second ending because it just feels like a K-pop song. That's what I feel I get out of that. But it's like it's still like. It's a good glimpse of the team, and notice how it's only just TK, not Kari. Even though Kari is seen in the opening,
but not in the ending.
Yeah, so it's like we're not on that part yet. So I think this concludes the Ultimate Evolution arc because this is just focused on the 6. The Ultimate Evolution arc, I call it the Ultimate Evolution arc because it just focuses on the 6 getting their Ultimate Evolutions. TK is going to join the group eventually, so I think that's going to be reserved for its own type of arc. So it's like, all right, everyone got their ultimate evolution. So I think it's going to spend this week and the next week's episode and the week after is going to be spent on them fighting. Only this time they all have an ultimate evolution, so they can really put up a fight with whatever they have to go up against, and then they're going to with each other. Then they're going to find out what they got to do next. Then we're going to get with TK and see how he fits into all of this.
All we know is that Patamon and Gatomon are the what?
I don't know. That part is up in the air right now because things are different than what it was in the original. So, like I said, I think with the next 2 episodes, we're just going to get them kicking ass. This time, they have no issues because now they all have Ultimate Evolution.
No excuses.
And then we're going to get with them meeting up together. They're going to figure out what's next on their journey to save the world. And then I want to say maybe between the next 5 to 7 episodes. I'm going out on a limb and guessing that many. That's when we're going to get TK and see what his deal is and part of the group and whatnot. Maybe. 5 to 7 episodes. Because we're on episode 15 now. We are now 51 episodes away from the series ending, so we're getting TK very soon. We already should be on TK and his arc. We should already be in the 20s, probably 30 right now.
Probably.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So 4, 8, 12. We should be in the good 30s right now. In 6 months, give or take. So we should be in around late 20s, early 30s of the series. But
Mm-hmm.
held up. But we're back. We're coming out weekly unless there's a golf tournament or whatever. But so far, I ain't got to deal with that yet. If there is, then that means we gotta. I don't know. But for now, we're doing this shit weekly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with this week's movie reference is Cliffhanger, the Stallone movie, Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger with a little bit of Thor in it.
Yeah, I'm going with Cliffhanger with a bit of Thor. I got nothing for Ty's group because I already used the Mad Max theme. Yeah, so I think Cliffhanger with a bit of Thor at the end. There we go, Cliffhanger. Oh god. Ugh, fucking allergies is coming in. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. What do you guys think of the episode? What do you think the movie that they reference? If it's not Cliffhanger or Thor, you tell us. That's it. Gotta go sort out more of our videos to get unblocked. Fun. Till then, though. Catch you guys later.
See you guys.